Happy December the 6th, everybody. I am feeling, I would say about 80%. He's feeling probably about 50%. He's just feeling sorry for himself. But he's got no sympathy from me. Well, not until this afternoon. He would get no sympathy from me because he won't take anything for it. Except, Renee, thank you very, very much. Because Renee sent a message. And I read it out to him. And I said, Renee says, Brian, get well, take NyQuil for night, drink lots of liquids, gargle with salt warm water and lots of Vicks cough drops. And Michou do the same. I read that out to him and he said, oh, what's NyQuil? So then I went up to the shop, the local shop, to the supermarket because we didn't want to go too far. Couldn't find NyQuil, but I found something very similar called Beecham's, and it's strong stuff. He won't take paracetamol, a tablet, but this was a liquid. You had to empty it, pour it out the bottle into a cup, and he drank it. And he went, oh, it's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible. But he took it, and he's actually feeling a little bit better. And I took some as well, and I'm feeling a lot better. He's just popped in and given me my cup of tea. And I said, how are you feeling? A little bit better, but not much. But he's getting there. And the other one that we constantly eat, at least I do, are these. These are popular in the UK. You cannot get them for love nor money. I recommend them. Every time I've recommended these to people, they've all gone, oh, I love them. I've got to have them. And they are Jakeman's Throat and Chest Soothing Menthol Lozenges. They've got a lovely, if you like licorice, is it licorice? They're made with only the finest ingredients, carefully blended with menthol to obtain a unique mouth-watering and refreshing taste. I suck these quite often when I start coughing. They're just the little sweets like that, and wrapped up individually wrapped. They remind me of, those of you who might remember, black bullets. My great aunt, I used to go and visit her, and she always had some black bullets in the top drawer of the sideboard, and every time as I was going away I'd say, can I pinch a black bullet? And she'd say, take 2 or 3. So I'd have 2 or 3 of those black bullets, which are the little round ones, and they had a lovely taste to them. She used to get them because she used to sometimes get a sore throat. But these are very, very similar, these Jakeman's black sweets. They've got a lovely taste to them, and you cannot get them for love nor money at this time of the year. So whenever I see them, I get about 6 or 7 packs because they'll see me through for the next week or 2, if not longer, hopefully. And I know I shouldn't be taking them because that means that everybody else doesn't get them, but I'm so fed up with when I get there, the boxes are empty, and I would imagine everybody's doing the same. So Jakeman's Cough Sweet Throat and Chest Menthol Lozenges. What's it say there? Aniseed Eucalyptus Menthol Lozenges. Aniseed oil, eucalyptus oil, flavouring and menthol. So suitable for vegetarians as well, so very well worth having. Oh, it's dropped on that. So thank you, Renee, because I've given him a dose. Very hard to get him to take anything. He's not a tablet taker, which is why he keeps saying, come the day the doctor says I'm going to take something for my heart off or anything, he says I'm going to absolutely dread it, because he will not take anything, not even an aspirin, not a paracetamol. He's just against any tablets, and I keep telling him it'll probably send him to his grave, but he says I don't care. So anyway, he is getting slightly better. I am getting better. That, as I say, that the one that I've just sloshed down my throat really made a difference. I'll put a picture up what it is. It's Beecham something or other. So let's get on with what we're supposed to be doing. The first one is Sherlock Holmes. So where's Sherlock Holmes? Sherlock Holmes is over here, and the next one is called The Magic Imp. The Magic Imp. Holmes and I had gone to the West End to watch the marvellous Pierre Palou's Magic Mentalist Christmas show. Ah, I see the great detective and skeptic Mr. Holmes is amongst us, Palou said. He was dressed as a niece, a Scandinavian impish creature with a full white beard and a pointy red hat. There's a picture to let you see what I mean. Like a little elf, really, isn't he? I dare you to let me read your mind, he said. Holmes climbed up onto the stage. I'd be delighted, but I assure you it's utterly impossible. Just wait and see, shall we? Paolo replied. He held up a copy of Charles Dickens' masterpiece, David Copperfield, and handed it to Holmes. Think of a 3-digit number where no 2 digits are the same. Now write down that number on the blackboard over there. The board faced away from Paolo towards the audience, which meant that the magician couldn't see the number Holmes wrote. And Holmes wrote the number 365. Now reverse the number so the first digit becomes the last, said Paolo. Holmes wrote 563. And subtract the smaller number from the larger number. Holmes wrote 563 less 365 equals 198. Reverse the number again, please. So Holmes wrote 891. Now add up those last two numbers. Holmes wrote 198 plus 891 equals 1089. Read out the first 3 digits. 108, Holmes said. Go to the table and turn to page 108 of David Copperfield. Now, would you please tell me the last digit of your number? It's number 9, said Holmes. On page 108 of David Copperfield, concentrate hard on the 9th word and then look at me. Paolo stared into Holmes's eyes for a while. The 9th word on page 108 is enough. Paolo declared with a triumphant smile. That's right, Holmes said. A murmur went through the audience. Now tell me, Mr. Holmes, did I read your mind or didn't I? It's just logic and reason. Your mentalism is a simple trick. Paolo looked surprised. You don't say? So, we'll find out how it's a mental trick, won't we? Do you remember I had a leather coat that I was going to make some gloves out of? Well, I've cut the leather up. I have all the leather ready, which, while I remember, I don't know where I put it. This is beginning to be the thing. I don't know where. I've got my little book, but every time I have something, I write in there where it is. I couldn't find my battery charger for the camera, so I couldn't find it a few months ago, so I bought a replacement charger for the battery. And I couldn't find that either the other week, so I've had to order another one. Guess what I found this morning? I found the battery charger, so I've got 3 battery chargers now, which probably won't come in wrong, but I've now got a battery charger. But can I heck? Anyway, I got this leather. I'm going round in circles, probably the effect of coughing. I got this leather and I cut it up all ready to make these leather gloves. Then could I heck find my glove pattern? I searched through all my patterns in there. I searched everywhere where I thought there would be patterns, couldn't find them. And then the other day when the girls were here, I started tidying up some... the other day before the girls came, I said, I want to move the furniture around in the sitting room. I want that sofa over there and that chair over there, and I want to clean up behind all the furniture. And that's probably what's made it worse. Because I happily do it. I mean, it's something I've done for years. I love changing furniture around, rearranging the room. And so he said, you're not doing it on your own, I'll come and help you. So he helped me and we got to hoovering right behind the furniture, cleaning the floors and everything. And I kept saying, golly, what are we going to be like when we're 80 and we're going to do this? But we got it cleaned, we got it, everything changed around. And there was a photo album that was that he brought back from his mother's. And I think I'd put it to one side because I wanted to have a look at it. And so anyway, I picked up this photo album, opened it up, and in the middle was my pattern, was my gloves pattern. And I said, you know, I've been searching high and low for that. I'm sure I didn't put it in there, but it was inside the photo album. So anyway, I have traced off the gloves and traced off the pattern, and I now have, this is the where the thumb goes through, this is the palm. This is the palm of the gloves, like that. And then I've got the thumb, which is going to be like that. It's going to go like that. Don't know if you can see, like that. And then I've got this is going to be a little cuff part that goes on there, a little accent that goes on there. I'm making longish gloves. And then this is the top part of the glove. And basically you cut them out like that, and you don't cut these until you're ready to sew them, because if you do, stretch. And I've added a little piece on either side. I think it had a little piece on one side and the other, but what I've added is so that it can be open, so it can have an open flap like that, and so my hand goes in there. And so I've got these ready. I'm going to need 2 backs, I'm going to need 2 fronts, I'm going to need 2 of these little strap things, little straps, and I'm going to need 2 thumbs. And here, in between 1, 2, 3, I'm going to need 6 of these, because these are the bits that go in the middle, and they go like that. They sew in the middle like that. Is it that way or is it that way? I think it's that way. Now they are longer because that will go around there, but I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, and I'll cut them down according to the length. So I'm quite looking forward to doing that. It's going to be a sit by the sit in the, you know, on my armchair type job, and so I'll get round to cutting that out. Excuse me, I'll just take a sip. And number 6 on here is, where's number 6? 11, 17, 9, oh, it's the big one in the middle here, the big 6. Let's get it down, have a look at it. The big 6. And the big 6 is... And 6 are children singing on the balcony, right in the middle of the house. Look who's there, Santa Claus. Santa Claus with the children. And that little girl has a cat in her arms, and the other one's got a violin and a little bag. She's got a little one of those gathered bags, and they are probably singing with Santa Claus. So let's press this and find out what it's going to be. So I'm going to press that. Oops. Take that out of the way. And, oh, what is number 6 going to be? Number 6 is going to be Lasst uns froh und munter sein. Let us be happy and cheerful. Let us be happy and cheerful. This is nice, I like this one. Haven't heard this before. Very nice. So that was number 6, and it was Let Us Be Happy and Cheerful. It was a very cheerful song, wasn't it? Very good. And so let's find out what the answer is to Sherlock Holmes' story about the magic imp. So, the solution to the magic imp. Holmes went to the blackboard. No matter what number I wrote down, the 9th word on page 108 was always the only possible answer. I'm sorry, I didn't want to ruin your act, but let's say I'd chosen the number 123 instead of 365. Turn it around and we get 321. If we subtract the smaller number, we end up with 198 again, like before. We can also turn it around again and add both numbers. The end result will always be 1089, no matter which numbers I start with. Well then, let me tell you, that's no coincidence that I picked you in the audience today. I found a letter in my dressing room from an admirer, or so it said on the envelope, said Palu. He made it a matter of honour to challenge your wits today. It's only unfortunate that I had to sacrifice this trick to do so. The letter writer won't have wanted to miss the fun and is probably sitting in the audience as we speak." "Moran!" Holmes exclaimed. He stared into the audience. "Watson!" he shouted. "There he is! Catch him if you can!" In the back row, an athletic-looking figure stood up and charged out of the theatre. He was gone long before I could leave my own row of seats. "Stay here, my friend," Holmes said, stopping me from taking part in a pointless chase. "Moran is not going to slip through our fingers in the end." So there you go. If you're mathematically minded, you will understand all of that. I can't say that I did. Anyway, that was Sherlock. I've got a bit of something on the go. I want to make something, but I can't be bothered. And so I'm thinking, at the moment, it is dark. Well, I went to post some letters this afternoon at 20 to 3, and it was starting to get dark. It is jet black out there now, and it is now 25 to 5. So I don't know, we are fast approaching the shortest day in the year, which is the day before my birthday, which is the 21st of December. And so I think that once I get past Christmas, I might enjoy sewing more, doing a lot more of making clothes. But at the moment, I can't be bothered to make clothes. I just want to potter on little things. So I'm going to start doing those gloves, and we shall start getting on with other things, I think. It's probably because I'm not well. It's not really making me feel I want to do anything. I wouldn't say I'm not well. I'd say I'm just fed up with coughing. I'm fed up of coughing, and no doubt a good cough sweep will make a difference. So, I've ranted on. I'm probably going to cut a lot of this out because I'm ranting on. So, anyway, let's have a look next at the night before Christmas advent calendar. And we are looking for day 6. Let's have a look and see if we can see what day 6 is. Day 6. Oh, 6 is a combination. I can just see there. I can see that is 6B. So if I take that out, there must be a 6. Oh, it's the bed. 6C. What's this one? 6D. So there's got to be a 6A. That's 10, 11. 6A. 6A. So what is 6? What are they? Is that the table? Oh, it's the table there. So I'm going to make the table. So let's make the table first. 6. One goes there, I would have thought, like that. Oh no, that one goes first like that. So we've got the crossbar there, like that. Is that right? There. No, that's good. Is that right? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. That there, and that there, like that. And then this one, that there, and that one there. So there's my little table, and let's go and put it in the right place. There we go, the little table. And obviously it's going to have some things on there. Number 9, number 16, number 21 is going to go on there. So let's go and put that in the right place. that is Vlogmas Day 6. It is now 8:30 because I stopped to have some evening meal and tea, a dinner, a meal. And unfortunately, after I had my meal, I was falling asleep. So that's why I got up and came in here to finish off what I'm doing. I'm going to go back in the sitting room, probably spend about half an hour watching this game of football from the World Cup. And then I shall probably fall asleep. Anyway, catch you tomorrow on Vlogmas Day 7.